Hello everybody, and thanks for joining us for a little bit of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, where we are now exploring the Junon region. Whoa, nice and coastal and decrepit as most of this sad world. Yeah. Barrett and Red were done with their little cave excursion solo adventure. They had a big old fight against the Mithril Golem, and they were even super casual about it, like... Cloud was just what took you guys so long. They're like, nothing to it. Got a bit of a rock to deal with. And yeah, then we got out, and here we are in the Junon region. There's a giant condor somewhere around here. Snatched up. Oh, that looks weird. Wait a second, look at that thing floating in the sky. That's not supposed to be there. Snatched up one of the black-cloaked people who were congregating up there on the cliffs. But we couldn't really worry about that too much. We'll see if we bump into that condor again. Kind of a, interesting story there, I guess. They've sort of changed it up to be like a weird local legend thing, whereas in the PlayStation game, it like just was a thing. To have a big old condor living in a spot. But again, I won't elaborate too much since we'll see how that story goes, you know, in this game. We need a chocobo. We came down to this chocobo ranch where Chadley was also hanging out. There's this guy here who's the old gnarly tattooed chocobo ranch owner. One of his chocobos is missing. We can find it. This chocobo might have some extra techniques that Pico didn't. But there's also an area to explore, obviously. So, yeah. We'll see what we can do. The plan is we're going to hit up this Remna Wave Tower just to activate that real quick. And then we're going to go down here to get that chocobo, and then we're going to go over here where knowledge of the PlayStation game tells me there might be a village down here. And I'm thinking it's worth it to pop by a village before we start exploring this area in earnest. Although it is weird because our progress where we want to go is towards this military base here, but all the area to explore is this way. But again, I'm just thinking they're not gonna like put all this stuff here and not at least give us a chance to explore it. If they're baller, they're like, oh, you don't have to explore this entire area we made. We have so much faith in our game that we've made that we're just gonna put this giant optional area here as in, you know, and like we'll trust that you'll explore it if you want to, and you'll be satisfied with the game even if you don't go explore that and just beeline the story. That would be baller. But I don't expect the game to be like, oh yeah, no, now you're locked to the main quest, you're never coming back here. So, and there might be side quests more to pick up at that village, is my meta-knowledge here, so... I'm gonna go explore it eventually.
Sorry for roping you into this, even though he can't pay.
Not can't. He won't. Hate to break it to you, but... pretty sure that guy's better off than he looks.
Wait, seriously? Are you saying I got duped? That he's just using me?
Afraid so.
Oh, okay. I thought he was just gonna leave that like smug laugh.
Whatever. I'm not doing it for him anyway. I'm doing it for the chocobos.
There we go. Good vibes. There's that now recruiting poster. Very funny. We haven't seen any enemies here yet, but now we finally see, okay, what the heck are you guys? This is a monster design I don't remember from the original game. Maybe it's like there was a bit of a flying enemy that's a bit bird-like. Maybe, I can't quite recall. Those flailing guys I'm recalling, that's unlocking a memory. Okay, ew. Horrifying design on them. Alright, let's go see how the locals fare. Kappa wire. Yeah, I remember you. Were we supposed to... I don't remember. Did Chadley's quest even have a assess enemies quest? I don't remember, but we'll just check this. And I remember we now have it upgraded, so I can just do this to check both enemies real quick. The Kappa wires are weak against ice, and their elemental weakness will pressure them. Botanical creatures that live near coasts. Their roots have developed in a way that allows them to scurry about unfettered. They have no vision or hearing, sensing enemies through vibrations instead. And then these fleetwings are weak against wind, avian creatures that nest in mountainous regions. Their stiff feathers help them cut through the air to quickly descend upon their prey. Cool! Oh, hey, game, come on. We had some random crashes last rather we didn't have it this time. Oh, I didn't even mean to block there, but sure. I'm not sure which enemy shot something at me, but... You're staggered, buddy.
Going in.
That's maybe a bit of an overkill. Gonna use my ranged options. Oh, those guys shoot stuff. Okay, good. Good to know. Because I might just feel like... Ow! Okay, these gapper wires are sneaky buggers. Whoa! I could summon a monster. Seems a bit overkill. Who did I give the Titan power to again? I forget. Titan summon. I gave it to somebody, right? Hey, my chakra materia improved. Good, good, good. Yeah, who has the Titan? Chocobo, Moogle, Shiva, nothing. Barrett's got the Titan. Okay. Okay, Barrett the Titan. I should have summoned Titan sometime last episode, and we've yet to see Titan in action. Oh well. And Tifa doesn't have anything equipped. What the heck? Hold on now. Oh, because I actually don't have anything to equip. Dang it. Okay, that makes sense then. Alright, we'll see if we can get a little bit of Phoenix for Tifa. Yes, let's activate this Remna Wave Tower. Oh, actually, I should show from the menu real quick. Hold on, we'll just do this real quick and then... Hold on. I actually noticed something while menu finagling before starting to record. Hold on. Okay, up there is a couple of things to find. Very good. I think that's up in the cliffs, so we can't really go there yet. Yo!
I've confirmed proto-relic energy signals in your vicinity.
Ooh.
Would you mind investigating?
Oh, okay. Wait a second. That wasn't on the map, I don't think, but... Okay, I guess we had to do that then. Alright, well, as you may recall, when we wrapped up the proto-relic quest in the grasslands, these things I absolutely need to do, because of the implications. So, yeah, we're not leaving the Junon region until we've done the proto-relic thing to its finish. Yeah, now it's there on the map. I see. Very good. Yeah. Oh, right, the thing I needed to show. Right. I was randomly just going through the menu and then I just spotted upgrade weapons, huh? Like, I'm sure they talked about this at some point, but I completely forgot like a dumb guy. But the thing is, there's nothing really to upgrade here. It's not really... Because first of all, it is auto upgrade setting. Just, you know, yeah, you can see here. Right, I remember this suddenly now. Like you could like choose if like equip certain of these skills, but there's not really anything like you do manually to level up. Like your weapons just level up, and that's how you get these weapon skills that you can then equip. I kind of wish the game like provided a more like. How should I say, more obvious, like, marker whenever you manage to level up a weapon, and you could consider, you know, your options then on, like, because I've been ignoring this, you know, this mechanic a few times now. For example, Red doesn't have anything equipped because I've switched weapons for him, I guess, so I forgot to equip this, so... Let's see, what could we do here? Oh, right, yes, because his mithril collar has something equipped. So that's why Invigorating Vengeance didn't work anymore. Enduring Vengeance makes it last longer. ATB charge is up, but this one, cool. More health restored with Siphon Fang. Absolutely, I think that's worth it. So we're gonna put that on there then. Very good. But yeah, just something to remember is that weapons also level up, and that's how we get those new skills, and I should put some time into picking and choosing those when the opportunity arises. Oh, yeah, hold on. Where is the combat simulator? There we go. Dang it. Man, I know there's a way to, like, check the... I could swear there's a way to check the quest. No, oh, it is here. Never mind. I'm sorry. Just we're so few that... Okay, yes, you do need to assess creatures. It's just that there's only 10 enemies to be assessed. Got it. Very good. Got good. So there's probably like five unique enemies in this area total, and then like the 5 like challenge versions or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Hello, bird. Oh, there's the treasure. Not much of a treasure, but hey, Moogle medals. Why not? This is a very peaceful bird, not freaked out by us at all. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, okay, so yes, I gotta remember to assess enemies, which I did, so it's you know, everything's good so far. Yeah, it's looking like those are up there in the cliffs, those, Life Spring, or Life Well, whatever that is, and Creature Shrine, like, somewhere thereabouts. Yeah. Like, the shrine's underneath that installation there, and the spring is somewhere around there. And we don't really have any mountain climbing gear yet, so we're gonna let that sleep, that idea, for a bit. Let's go for that chocobo. So, let's do a quick assessment of the Mithril Mines as a level, now that we're done with it. I enjoyed it. Really good change of pace. I feel like this isn't like a new technique or anything, but, you know, since this game isn't, you know, mega open world, it's more of the kind of what's popular in a few games recently, the kind of closed off open areas that you transfer from, like, you know, from area to area. So it's a little bit more sequestered than just one giant open world, which, you know, those have their appeals as well, but, you know, this one's a little bit... This one's, the format is slightly different with the big open area, but, like, they're, like, partitioned, you know. There's more chocobos here, that's weird. And I feel what this game was doing is you do one of those areas, and then you get like a more linear, more traditional dungeon to explore, which was the Mithril Mine, and I think that's a really good way to like mix it up and change the pace. So like I had a good time. I definitely would say that. All right, I remember this mechanic, but wasn't there like a Sneeko thing? Oh, okay, there's who we gotta get this Belle. I see. A completely new and wacky mechanic compared to that first one, which was just the Grasslands mission. Yes, there is a rolling mechanic now. Good. Gotta get to Belle then. Oh boy. An interesting coloration scheme there on Belle, if you saw that. I feel like that chocobo's head is tracking me, even though it's like not supposed to be noticing me. That's a weird detail. So what does this do? Does it just send that back? Nope. Something's moving somewhere. Okay. I got a rock. So yeah, I think I enjoyed. I like the idea of this like a format of like switching between like the open world exploration parts and the oh, throw a rock at the switch to flip it. Okay, cool. And the like more traditional like levels dungeons to explore. Okay, I have to roll a bit to match pace with the cart. You know, we'll see how it goes from here on out. In fact, I can imagine there's gonna be like a couple different separate level section things, like straightforward dungeons. If this follows the format of the PlayStation game, then There's gonna be a couple in sequence, I feel like, kind of, you know, because, okay, look at this place, you can imagine. A couple of, like, more straightforward levels after we're done with Junon, and it'll be interesting. Okay. Can I reach all the way over there with the... I can. Oh, you're going this way. We're taking the long way. Of course you are. I was like, why is there this many chocobos here to worry about? Oh boy, it's because... Okay. We gotta be careful at the end there. We need to do a switcheroo to the other side of this cart, because that chocobo is facing... Will be facing this side that we're sneaking around right now. And overall, you know, I don't know if I gave my review of the Grasslands. I talked a little bit when we were doing the couple of final missions, but I'll just reiterate that I did not feel that, like, dreaded open-world burnout at all once we wrapped up. You know, the Grasslands. Like, I thought it was quite enjoyable, and the mix-up of more involved story quests and then more standard open-world go to a place and collect a thing or do, like, a little doohickey side thing. I thought it was a good mix, and No! No, you don't. You saw nothing, Belle. I thought it was fine, so, like, I'm definitely, like, Junon, we're still doing everything, especially because they've rather smartly made Junon a little bit smaller. Oopsie daisy, I didn't mean to hit that. Made Junon a little bit smaller than the Grasslands. Okay! Right on, cowboy! Oh, good, buddy. Quit. We friends now, Belle? Cool. Yeah, that counted as world intel. Very good. The chocobos of this region have legs and talons strong enough to scale certain cliff faces. If you spot a surface marked with garish graffiti, approach the blah symbol while on chocoback to scale it. You can also climb down these surfaces. Hell yeah, mountain climbing chocobos. This is so freaking cool that this is a mechanic kept here. Oh, everybody's got them! Sick! I love it. Alright, so, like I said, I'm gonna go over here now, though, breaking my usual style of do everything before main quest. I'm gonna go check out what's going on over here, and then I'm gonna double back and go do this. So now we got the mountain climbing gear we need, this right here. Anyway, a part of me suspects that this area might be smaller than the Grasslands, also because it's just one of those things that a lot of developers do where they front load the beginning of a game with content, and like it peters off a little bit towards, well, we're not near the end, but like as the game goes on. I don't know, like maybe I'm being a little unnecessarily cynical, obviously, but I do think part of it also just is that they maybe wanted to have like a little bit more smaller and narrower area, especially because this isn't like a majorly huge portion in the PlayStation game. So, well, I don't know, what am I saying? There's like the whole Condor business and Junon, so like, I don't know, this could have potentially been bigger than the Grasslands. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, like maybe it's also just like they're like, you know, as seems to happen with a few games, like the content starts to like slow down a little bit, or like shrink in scope as you play further in the game. Maybe, I don't know. But but I'm also thinking that it just does feel kind of nice to like have like a small like ease back into this gameplay, you know. So I'm fine with that. Are you enemies or just weird local creatures? You are enemies. Oh, that's too bad. You look really cute. I feel kind of bad fighting you guys. Ignilisks. This enemy type I do not remember from the PlayStation game. Oh man. Sure are easy to juggle these guys, eh?
Let's finish. Allow me.
Okay, hold on. Is that a real word? I gotta Google this real quick. Give me a second here, everybody. Don't tell me my controller died on me. You heard like a weird like Windows noise there, right? Oh boy, hold on. Just when I'm googling poikiloterm. Let me just. I have to sate my curiosity. It is a correct word. Poikilotherm is an animal whose internal temperature varies considerably. Oh, okay. So like, it's. I think the layman's term is like a cold-blooded creature, because cold-blooded creatures are the ones that like temperature varies. Okay. Although it doesn't say anything about cold-blooded here in this Wikipedia article, so I guess it doesn't have to be tied to the blood. Oh, okay, here we go. It is this distinction that often makes the term poikilotherm more useful than the vernacular cold-blooded, which is sometimes used to refer to ectotherms more generally. Okay, hold on. In principle, many terrestrial ectotherms are poikilothermic. However, some ectotherms seek constant temperature environments to the point that they are able to maintain a constant internal temperature and are considered actual or practical homeotherms. I see. Okay, so a poikilotherm is a creature which, like, its body temperature can change and it's actually adapted to that change, whereas the kind of cold-blooded creature we imagine tries to maintain a constant temperature which, you know, its body cannot handle normally. Okay. That makes sense. Very cool. And apparently, here's something fun. Poikilothermic animals include types of vertebrate animals, specifically some fish, amphibians, and reptiles, as well as many invertebrate animals. The naked mole rat and sloths are some of the rare mammals which are poikilothermic. I did not know that about mole rats nor sloths, that their temperature varies. That's kind of wacky. I guess naked mole rat makes sense. They don't have hair to like retain heat from heat radiating out of their body. So, yeah, okay. Or you know, like, you know, insulation or anything, you know. So that checks out. All right, sorry everybody. That's done with that animal factoid hour. Let's go back into the game. So these are poikilotherms that live near coasts. They're extremely timid in nature and will heat up their throats and dorsal fins to ward off any perceived threats. Okay, so we can pressure them with some cold, and they will be unable to use some of their abilities, which I guess are heat-tied. Come on, hold on. Yeah, my controller actually did die for a second. That's weird. I don't know what's wrong with my cord that I use to connect my controller, but it's super sensitive to be held in a weird position. Anyway, these poor Ignilisks didn't even get a chance to do anything. We just annihilated them. I feel really bad for these creatures. They seemed really nice. Dang it, poor Ignilisks. The Angler Stowage. Okay. Well, let's have a look around here then, I guess, here in Junon.
This is Junon?
Everything above us. Below is under Junon.
Little more than an impoverished fishing village.
Figures. Shinra's always gotta have someone to stomp on. It's their friggin' MO.
Ooh, Under a Steel Sky. That's a good adventure game. No, that's Beneath a Steel Sky. Well, you know what I mean. Interesting. So they're kind of combining, I feel like, the village of Junon a little bit with another area that is nearby. With some of this like climbing through these like mountainous parts, I feel like. It reminds me of the other area that was in the PlayStation game nearby, you know? That's a huge danger sign. And seems quite electrified, that thing. Yeah. So yeah, I hope you folks are also enjoying the open world exploration. Like, I hope the grasslands weren't too exhausting. That's the only part I'm always afraid of, is like, I could like put the time in for something like this, but is it an exhaust to watch something like that? Tifa with that jump showing off. Okay.
One moment. Welcome to Under Junon, our sunless oasis. My name is Rhonda. I'm the mayor and sheriff around these parts.
Wow, okay. First one greeting us coming in, too. Huh. Oh, have we been on the... No, shit. Yeah, we've been on the news, haven't we?
What?
Avalanche, huh?
That depends on who's asking.
A woman who could turn you in. And be 100 grand richer for it.
Well, you know what they say. Can't take it with you.
Whoa! Oh, right, because,
And
duh.
heiress to boot, huh? That's another $500,000 on top.
Because she's the
$500,000?
last ancient. So valuable. I love that Aerith's hyped about how big her bounty is.
We know when to turn a blind eye. Consider our lips sealed.
Sorry, but I call bullshit.
Well, I don't think you would, if you knew even half of what my town's been through. You don't like it? Leave. But, over there, there's a quiet little inn, where everyone's welcome.
Any guys in black robes pass through?
Not that I saw.
Oh, interesting.
Did see some black suits, though. 2 guys and a girl.
Oh!
Looked pretty tough.
I know, yeah.
Well, well.
Yeah, the
They made a
Turks.
beeline right for the elevator.
Now we're talking.
No, don't even think about it. In case it isn't obvious, upstairs is Shinra turf. And the same goes for the elevator as well. Don't ask me what, but the company's got something big planned up there, and security is tight. You start anything at all, and there will be consequences.
Yeah, for the locals, that makes sense. Don't want to cause a hassle for them.
Behave yourselves now.
I will. Yeah, I say we explore this town a little bit and get our bearings, and then... Oh, look at that. A nice old, like, actual sailing boat. That's kind of neat. Cool. I can't spoil anything, but sure is a big, wide open space there on that dock. Oh man.
Don't care what she said. There's gotta be black robes around here somewhere. So how are we gonna find them?
That would depend on where they are headed. If they mean to continue west, there are only 2 ways off this continent. By sea or by air.
Right. Might want to ask around town then. Locals will know routes not on the map. May have even seen stragglers pass through. Or got boats for rent or something.
How about we meet at the inn when we're done?
Sounds good. And remember, low profile.
Uh-oh, new Queen's Blood players. Alright, we'll think about that, yeah? Gosh, what was I thinking? Right, I find a little weird the idea that these black robes are going to charter a boat or a flight. They don't seem all there, you know? They're a bit kinda good. So, I don't know how they have the ability to explain if they would want a boat. I don't even know if they themselves understand that they want a boat, because they're just kind of wandering zombie-like all over the place. Seems to me like they would almost just try to doggy paddle across the ocean is what their limited capacity would do.
Houses in the sea air.
Yeah, look at that. What's his name? Snaps?
Time moving on. And
What a
the light
professional
here,
setting up
the way
a
it bounces off the ocean below and the metal
these
above.
light.
A pastiche of contrasts. The stark steel beams, the weather-beaten homes, the drying fish.
Jesus. Okay. Cool. Man, I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, made your way out here, huh? Mind if I get a shot of you? I've got the perfect backdrop.
Really? This random building here? I mean, it's a nice building, actually. Yeah.
It's a fascinating little town. Their water is especially so. I mean, the color. This beauty comes at a dangerously high price, though. It's worth documenting before it's gone. Anyway, if you know any other camera-worthy subjects...
Okay, a scenic spot has been unlocked in Junon. Ooh, that's pretty far away on that peninsula. Cool, we'll check it out eventually.
Sea air, paint chipping and wood bending. Time moving on. And the light here, the way it bounces off the ocean below and the metal above. A pastiche of contrast.
Man, okay, we'll let him go on. The dialogue was getting a little weird there. And the volume in particular was getting a little wackadoodle.
There, looking to augment your folios?
Right, we can't level up anything,
Well,
so
hope you found what you needed.
we'll have to let that be. Like, we need like 5 more points for everybody, basically, so we'll let that be. This was a mechanic which didn't happen a whole lot, the talking to others and choosing the, like, dialogue thing. I guess we're doing it now again.
This stretch of ocean was home to the Republic of Junon's capital, a floating city built atop a fleet of interconnected ships.
Oh, that sounds beautiful. Neat. That's long gone then, huh? Fortunately, okay, we didn't get the, like,
Now,
dialogue thing.
Once proud metropolis is mere flotsam, courtesy of Shinra. In its place, the company built a new, unsinkable city of steel to stand as a warning to any who might dare to oppose them. Or so I was taught.
It's kind of the energy, yeah.